How you doing, guys? So the last video that I did was based on the Orion, using the Altarian ship, the Orator, to hit my tagged pharmakon targets for the shield, armor, and for the horde cannon, which is through these targets here. So one of these is for the shield, one of them's for the armor, one of them's for the horde cannon, and then the other one's for the other cannon. Havoc missile, whatever it is. So now this video is going to be me farming some. Not farming anything because it's not working. There we go. Me farming some umbra fleets to be able to get umbra tech for. No, sorry. Yeah, to get the umbra tech for, like, for example, the Valraven. I don't know why pharmakon drops Altarian, but then umbra drops umbra. Doesn't make any sense to me, because you would expect one to drop the other, or them all to drop their own, so that you could specifically choose which to fight. Like, for example, the Joust. The Joust 104 drops umbra armor, whereas the Zircon drops umbra as well. So I don't know why they've done that, but anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to show with my pharmakon fleet. I'm not going to do the Joust because there's no point going into that with a Altarian. No point going to an Altarian fleet with a pharmakon fleet, because I'll probably just get absolutely beasted. I might survive with my vectors because of the long range. I might try that at the end, see how we fare with that. It might help you out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you me hitting the Zircon 104 for the Carapace level 3, the Zircon 106, and then I'm not going to do the Pyrite 106 just yet. What I'll do is I'll go into a Pyrite 104 for the armor for the Vector. As you can see on here, I can't click on it. There you go, it's the upgraded version of that armor. I'll try and get some of that with these ships, just to show you that using your ships to hit certain targets, to upgrade your ships, is the way you want to be going forward. It does sound a bit backwards, because how can you hit the hard targets with the ships that you're trying to upgrade to be able to hit those hard targets? It's kind of a bit of a messed up logic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly throw myself into one of these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way around first, to show you that how it can get the equipment for itself. So we'll go with Pyrite 104 first. Then I'll show you how to use these to get the armor and the weapons for the Valravens. I think the reason for the makeup of the fleets and the race, the factions of each fleet, I think it's just based on purely what order they came out, because they didn't really come out in a decent order. They just came out random. Like, they wanted to do one of each class for one of each faction, just to keep things mixed up. Whereas I think I would have preferred it if they'd have done all three Rangers, all three Fighters, all three Titans like that. But we don't always get what we want. So with these guys, it's all about staying at a distance. These are only Mark 3. Stay at your distance, keep the speed up. The only place you're going to come under fire here and going to come under some difficulty is when you come to fight the Valravens. So what I do is I go to fly at them as I know I'm about to hit my phase. As soon as I hit my phase, it doesn't matter whether they hit me or not. As long as I stay in phase, We're all good. Kill this one. Target them, and now I've got my way out. Moving too quick. Got my way out now, so I can hit these, fly out, miss the nebula. Not a problem. I'm safe. I've taken 1%. You can do this. You can do this a lot better than I've done it this time. So you got my phase hits just before the weapons hit. Pops that one. Turn face. That one goes. Finish that one before. Nice and easy. These are only Mark 3. 2 are fitted with Horde cannons. The other 4 are fitted with Nova cannons because when these came out, I already had the Nova Mark 3s, which were a lot easier to get than the Astral Mark 3s at the time. I'll show you one of them fleets in a minute. For that reason, I just equipped all these because I already had the weapons available and I could farm them easier. I threw them on this, which meant that these were strong pretty much straight away. That's for the armour. It's exactly the same again. The Pyrite 106s, which will be for a weapon. All the 104s, as you can see, are listed here, and all the 106s are listed here. 106s are weapons, 104 is armour shields. So we'll go to the 106 Pyrite. Now that's these. Again, if I had all 6 of these, if I had all 6 of these level equipped with the Horde cannons, I think I'd be able to do a lot better at destroying these ships. If you've not seen the video on how to get the Horde cannons, if you've got an elite orator, then it's very easy to get. Just look at the video that I've already done. So on 99%, we'll try and keep a monitor on that. I'll do it this way, kill this one this time instead of turning to the left. Again, losing in 1% so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back off now because I know I'm going to lose my phase, so I don't want to be hitting these Val Ravens without any phase. So I'll just keep trying to dodge. I know I'm getting my phase back, so now I come flying at them. I lost myself a little bit here. I'm going to mess this up a little bit. It's because auto's on, for fuck's sake. The good thing about the vectors is if you do mess up, as soon as you hit your phase, you can just run away and regroup. So nothing's going to hit me now. So I've messed up a little bit there. I'm only human. They're not going to keep me in phase, out of phase, sorry. I'll just move over here. Get them all together. Turn them round. Re-engage. Fly smart, fly quick. We all make mistakes, it's alright. I made mistakes, I left auto on. I don't fly my pharmakons with auto. There we go, straight into phase. As soon as I get phase, I attack these. I'm going to hit another one of these because it can be done better. I lost too much this time. I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to hit another one for you just to show you that I can do better. And like I say, sometimes you will take a bit of a beating, but it's worth. Like I said, these are harder to get. So as you saw there, they are a lot harder to get. I'm gonna hit another one now because I should have done better there. I usually also fly with box formation. I might try that actually. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate it when it does that. I click too quick. And it just turns instead of... you know, it's going to go and position itself over there. Right, so again I've messed up. So I'm going to have to improvise now. Just a little bit. Shouldn't be too much. See how I turn then to get the last, that burst onto there. Get into phase. I know I'm not going to get hit because I'm in phase, so I just turn around, finish that one off. See, I'm flying smart. I know that these guys are coming for me. I know I'm not going to be in phase ready for them, so I fly away. Phase hits. Turn and face. And I'll stay back because I know I'm going to come out of phase. I might bounce off and get a couple of them. Phase hits, go for the Val. Amarok's got in the way there. That's what they are good for, is the tanking ability. The reason I don't like to fly these guys on auto is because you can't choose when your fleet gets to their fleet, which means that when you've got no phase build up, that means your hull's basically weak. If you think of your phase as like part of, as a shield as it should be, you want to have some shield. Well, when your phase is at the bottom charging up, it's like having no shield. So now half shield, 3/4 shield, full shield. That's how I figure it. Let's try this one more time. I'm at 76%. We're in phase now, so we fire away. When you get down to one Val, the good thing is you can actually dodge some of the bullets pretty easily. Dodge the missiles if you time it right like this. So I dodged all of them then. That last one. All of them dodged that last one, sorry, I didn't dodge all of them. So that's what I like about the vectors, you can fight the battle when you want to fight it. So with your speed being so fast when you're in your phase, it means you can fight quick and then you can bug out. So that means I've only suffered 3 shots there because they were out of range for 2 of them. I think box formation would work better with this. So this time I've taken 6%, which isn't a bad amount. So that's them 2 fleets, nice and easy. Quick way to get all your technology for your vector, and then we can move on to Zircons. So this is for you cheeky little Val Ravens. So we're going to hit these now. And again, like I said, these are only Mark 3, so you guys can get these. If you can hit any fleets to get intel, you can get your vector blueprint purchased. If you've got an elite orator, you can get the horde cannons easy enough. Buy the blueprint, buy the Mark 2s, get your ships up there as quick as you can. You should be able to get them to level 3 pretty quick. These guys will probably actually do some decent damage against the ships to mark the fleets to mark themselves up as well. I'll show you that in a second. So with these, I would always suggest focusing as soon as you can on the Aerocores, because they're the ones that spawn the little midgets that get in your way. We don't want them in the way, so we want to kill them. Again, these fleets are easy. The only ships in this fleet that you want to worry about are the Val Ravens, which, as I say, as long as you time it right, I'll drag him down here because he's weak. As long as you time it right, you can hit the Val Ravens just as you want to hit them, which would be as your phase starts. So as I'll show you now, we're going to end up out of phase. They're going to catch up. They're going to get to us just as phase is about to begin. So we hit phase, we run running right back at them. Killed them. Pretty much both of them gone before phase finishes. These guys don't even touch you. So straight, we're still on 69%. Phase is about to stop, so we'll back off. Now we start heading towards them because phase is coming back on. Good thing about this now is the Val Ravens at the back were out of range, and them little ricochet rounds pop off and get him. 69%. So we've not taken any percentage damage there. So that would have been a free repair. Again, it's 104, so you're going to take less damage. Nice and easy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a Zircon 106. Again, I do prefer with the vectors to have a box formation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these to the back before we kick off. And then we'll go. So you've got the speed, so you can just avoid any missiles that are coming towards you. Just do it at your own leisure. Pop them. Most missiles miss us. Regroup. I know he's weak, so I'm going to bring him back again. Again, these are the ones you want to worry about, so we want to hit them as soon as phase hits. So we go into phase, we go straight at them. Didn't work out as well as I wanted, so I'm going to back off as best I can whilst phase finishes. I'm missing them. I'm still too quick to avoid them, so we're straight in for him now. Dummying him, he fires off. He should have done, he didn't do it. I do prefer flying these on my phone for some reason. I just clicked too quick with my mouse. So we've taken 2% this time. So I didn't even click the Val Raven and it absolutely destroyed that one then. Phase hits before the rounds hit. 3%. 3% and that was some sloppy flying. We could do a lot better than that. And that's that, nice and easy. Now the other fleet that you can use these against is the... It's not that one. It's the only one I haven't tagged because I wasn't planning on doing it, so bear with me. It's going to be the ones for the vector kyanites. There we go. So that's a Mark III. So we'll go for a kyanite Mark III. Now I have done this before, and I do like it because this shows the pharmakon in the way that I like to explain them, as little drive-by ninjas. So all I do is just kite them. You're all familiar with kiting, you've done it numerous times before. Bit of a delay today for some reason, as you're seeing. So you've wiped out the first wave. These are all coming over at you. Same again. Take these guys out. Nice and easy. Will be better when I've got all my horde cannons on them all. I'm going to hit these ones out of phase, unfortunately, but that power there from all the charged missiles that it fires, as you've all been aware of since they dropped. When they jump out of phase, they drop a missile that does have a good chance of ricochet. On there. This is perfect now, so I'm going to be fully charged up for phase when this hits, so perfect. So I'm going to fly towards these. Finish that one off. I'm going to bail out over this side. Still got 3 minutes left. Phase hits. Turn and face quickly. Now this fight, I'm going to back out to the left because I want to fight that Val next. But I want to try and avoid his missiles. He's missed me there. Keep moving over. Face hits. In we go. He's dead. Turn and face. Back out. Now we're ready for sneaky drive-by ninja mode. All the ships are dead. So what we do is face. That's our first target. We're nearly phase. Now we set off when we know that we're going to be phased before we hit any of these missiles. Absorb, hit, job done, back out. Drive-by ninja, as I told you. Nearly phase, going to hit phase. So we're going to hit phase before we hit any of the missiles, so that's when we send ourselves in. One thing to note with these is you don't want to be going into the green clouds because they will pop you. As you can see, we're not taking any more damage now because we're flying with our phase active into these missiles, not just willy-nilly whenever into them. We're waiting, we're timing it right. The thing with pharmakon is the sneaky little race, and it always has to be the timings right. No missiles here, so I can approach already, and I make sure my cursors don't end up in the green goo. Fire away, job done. Same here, there's none coming at me, so I can move in. And I'm actually still in phase, so I shoot a few cheeky ones of them off. And phase hits, in we go. Doesn't matter what hits me because I'm in phase. Nice and easily does it. Again, a good few pharmakon versus umbra fleets that you can get doing whilst you've got these ships. If you've got these ships, help yourself, upgrade yourself. And that's basically all the targets that I've been hitting and farming with my pharmakon fleet, which are all umbra based. So we've done that one, them two, and then obviously, as you've just seen, we've done Kyanites for the vector upgrades. That's not an auto. I wouldn't auto any of my pharmakon ones really, just because the way the mechanics are, you can't guarantee that you won't take heavy losses. If your ships happen to drop out of phase within weapons range, you're going to get fired upon instantly, which means that there's a potential for you to not gain any phase charge, which means that your hull is instantly taking the damage, and that's why you see your pharmakon ships in one fight do okay, in the next fight take 50% damage, which in my opinion isn't a you know, a happy sustainable loss. So for me, auto isn't an option with these. That's where this ship comes in play, because this is the ship that you can use, which just makes this one sort of like irrelevant when it comes to hitting umbra. Umbra versus umbra is strong. Pharmakon versus anything isn't really strong unless you're flying yourself. Altarian versus pharmakon strong. The rock paper scissors really needs adapting in my opinion when it comes to the pharmakon, but we'll see where they take us with it. Anyway, that's enough for the pharmakon versus the umbra fleet. Hopefully that's been a bit useful to you. As you can see from my materials, I'm getting quite a fair bit of you know, the fragments that I need to build the fusion stuff. So I've got enough of these now, again, to make them. I mean, I've got quite a lot of them, so I don't really need them, but these are what we want now. More astrals. For the time being, they're going on my Leviathan, so we're making some of them. These are needed to upgrade my vectors. I need the hulls. I need some more vector shields. Need to work on that, but they're a bit of a pain in the ass as a target. Like I say, in the inventory, stacking up plenty of these now. 3 of them, another Nova, 4 Plasma Novas, Plasma Hordes, Shields, plenty of the Parasitics, another 3 of them that need putting onto my Val Ravens to make them fully equipped and kitted out. 4 of them, a couple of them, you know, they all add up eventually. Some more of these for the Orions. This is what I'm going to be farming most of this week, as I've shown you in the last video. I'm going to be farming a lot of these to get the Orions. I want all 6 of my Orions at least Mark 3 with, well, at least Mark 4, sorry, with this fitting. Mark 4 with this fitting, I think, would be quite substantial for 6 ships to then keep farming Mark 5 and Mark 6, and especially with the drop rate increase, you're going to start progressing a lot quicker if you can get the fleets destroyed. I took a few on today and I got 100 patterns, so I've nearly got a Mark 5, and that was autoing. With the Orator. Orator's perfect for them. So if you've seen my other video, you'll see that. I've got enough for another 2 more of these. I need another, what is it? So 6 and 4 is 24. I need another 80, and then I've got enough for all 6 of my fleet of my ships, which I do have with that. I only need 3 more of them. I've got 120 there available. They're already Mark 2'd, and then working on these, and then off we go. As I showed you with the Mark 3s there for the vectors. Again, I got 8 from that one hit. These are bought in the shop. You should be doing the same. It's just easy. If you've got, they're giving you the ships to do the fighting with. If you don't have any of the tier 8 ships and you left off in tier 7, but you do have an elite orator, you can get onto the tier 8 ladder with the Orions. You can get an Orion up to Mark 5 in a day. Dead easy with the orator fleet. That's the one I showed you earlier. So yeah, go and give that a try, guys. Hopefully it's been useful. If you think it's not been useful, give me a comment. If you think it has been useful, give me a comment. Hopefully you liked it, hit a like. And if there's anything you want to know that I haven't explained clearly, or any other questions that you've got that you would like to ask me, fire away. I'll try and find out the answer if I don't know it. I'll try and explain it in a way that you understand, because some of the things I don't even understand properly, or I understand them my way and I don't really explain them very well. It's all a learning curve. I am myself playing catch up still, believe it or not, I came into tier 8 with no tier 7 ships other than one sovereign that I bought, and I had to struggle grinding for the behemoth, the orator, didn't do the other two, and yeah, it's been a grind. But that's why I'm doing this video, so you guys don't have to try and figure out where to start. You can just look at one of these videos and go, ah, that's where I need to be, that's what I'm going to go for. He's saying this because he's tried it himself and it works. He's not just doing it because he's bored on lockdown during COVID. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Take care. Safe flying out there, and drop in for the next video, which hopefully will be my Val Ravens, which are going to be OP, so stand by for that. Taking on anything that's Altarian. But stand by for that. Catch you in a bit, guys.